Alright, shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. We come here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, known in the scriptures as Babylon. Alright, before we do anything, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash.
Alright, Nathan Mashiach Kabbalah Hazakoyim Shah Yasharala, which give them honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone.
Right.
And Shalom Wahab Labakiyah Shah Yasharala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Alright, so we're back again. Here to wake up you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, to let you know that you're the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of. Alright, flowing through the Rahak Kodash, alright, the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Alright, we just go let it flow.
Right. Okay. Today we're gonna speak on us not being cast away, and how the men out of our nation that Yahweh Shem Yahushua called are more precious than gold. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be tried as gold is tried. You know what I'm saying? To be proven. Okay. Let me get Isaiah 54:7 and Romans 11:1.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 7.
Right.
For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
Right. Read again.
For a small moment have I forsaken thee.
For a small moment. Because if we wasn't forsaken, then why are we in this situation?
Right.
But it doesn't mean that we're going to be totally pushed away from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And one of y'all brothers should be grabbing the precept with like the stars and
favorites.
Huh?
The favorite thing.
He says he'll put Israel away if the stars stop
I know what
shining.
you're talking about, Jeremiah.
You know what I'm saying? So read again.
For a small moment have I forsaken thee,
For a small moment have I forsaken thee. Go ahead.
but with great mercies will I gather thee.
With great mercies. Okay? Because we constantly kept going off, but with great mercy. With a sacrifice who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, with a great sacrifice will I bring you back. Go ahead.
In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment.
In a little wrath. Notice everything he's saying, he's likening it to, it's going to have a but after it. I've done this, but. I've done this, but. Go ahead.
But with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee.
But with everlasting kindness I will have mercy on thee. Everlasting means forever. It's not going to stop just because you keep breaking my law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? It's like a child. You know from, I say when a child is weaned, let's say 3, that child is going to pick up on bad habits, and you got to spank his wrist. You don't stop loving your child because he's fucking up. You know? You correct him so that they won't do the things, because it's always a lesson learned in the things you do. Okay? And that's how the Most High done with us. Okay?
Said the Most High, thy Redeemer.
Right. My Redeemer. So I'm going to redeem and save you, but it's going to be through my Son. Okay? Right.
This Hebrews 12:7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as sons.
Right.
For what son is he whom the Father hath for Salakia? For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
Right.
You know? So us going through this phase of basically getting chastened by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he set up Esau to be the rod of his indignation.
Right.
It's only for our betterment. You know?
Right.
You want to get in Jeremiah?
And if the Lord went in a state of chasteness right now, it basically would prove that he had cast us away forever. You know?
Right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 35. I'm starting 35. Thus said the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night,
Right.
which divided the sea when the waves thereof roar.
Right.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Right.
If those ordinances depart from before me, said the Most High, then the seed of Israel also, and the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
So, unless you see total darkness, no sun, no moon, no light, Bro, that's tough. Because you cannot, it's no way you can refute that these people are special to him, bro. Somebody grab Deuteronomy 7:6. But he told you, bro, the moon, the sun, the stars, and if those things stop existing, because I created those things and they're unique, just like I created them and they're unique. Like, who can put do experiments on the sun? You can't get close enough. It's unique, bro. You know what I'm saying? It rises over here in the east, sets in the west. You know it like clockwork. So, if somebody can destroy the sun, then the Most High, that's just the sun, then the moon. If you could destroy these things and the stars, you know how many stars it is, bro? You're not going to destroy those things. It was the point he was making. If all these things happen, then Israel won't be my people no more. It's basically impossible. They're always going to belong to me as a special people.
One more time.
This Genesis 32 and 12.
Right.
And this goes to show you that what? The Lord is not going to break his promise. Because that's ultimately what it was. It was a promise.
Right.
It says, and thou said, I will surely do thee good.
Right.
And make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude. You know?
Right.
So these things will happen because it was a promise.
Right.
You know? The Lord not going to just give a promise and then take it back.
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power had chosen
You did what?
Huh?
Keyword, you did what?
Oh, chosen.
Chosen. So, you're reading that, okay, these are the chosen people. It's always going to be that way because it's a forever, everlasting covenant to them. And then, okay, you want to question if they're my people forever? Well, guess what? See the sun, see the moon, you see the stars. When you see all those things disintegrate and disappear, then Israel not my people. Still there. Still there. Go ahead, Doc.
Say, Most High had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people
Right.
that are upon the face of the earth.
I gotta read up. Start it over. Read it a little louder.
Want me to like go up to 5?
Now, just go to
Six.
Read where you was at. Just speak up.
Yeah, just speak
All
up.
right, this Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power.
Right.
Yahweh thy power had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. So, I chose you amongst all the people. Okay? You got some more what you read? Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 31:37. Thus said the Most High, if heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the
Who can
earth.
measure heaven, bro?
Exactly.
Who can measure? Who can measure the heavens above? So when you leave out of this planet, this system, when you leave out of there, if somebody can measure that, then Israel won't be his people no more. Go ahead.
And the foundations of the earth searched out beneath.
So that means you got to go to the
Bottom
deepest
of the
depths
water.
of the sea, and that's impossible to do. No one has ever done it. Okay, go ahead.
I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all what they have done, said the Most High.
Here you go. Impossible.
This is Psalms chapter 33, verse 12. Blessed is the nation who the Most High is the Lord, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance.
There you go.
All right, so the Most High, he chose us.
Right.
All right, just like you go to the store, you pick out a shirt, you chose that
Yeah,
shirt.
Right.
And it
At
becomes,
the end of the day, no matter what condition that shirt in,
Yeah.
it's still yours.
Yeah.
and you picked it because what you
was
made it
unto your liking.
peculiar because it was to your likings. You know,
Right.
you like it for whatever cause you like it, not because everybody else gonna like it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You liked it because you wanted to.
Right. Right.
All right, this is Amos chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Right.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right.
So, hey, it says, you only have I known, you know, throughout the families of the earth. So, hey, that lets you know that we're that peculiar people. You know that we were
Right.
chosen,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yes.
So if you're special, you're different, you're not gonna be like everybody. Okay, if you have You can go to the cat family. You're not gonna see a cat that people keep in their house as pets roaming, brushing shoulders with a lion or a puma. You know what I'm saying? But they all cats, right? So why don't they all run together? It's the same thing with people, bro. We're not going to be basically, okay, we all look alike. We all know we come from one family, one line of people, but it's a chosen line. Simple. That's why you have different nations. Okay? Y'all, okay, you all say you're human, so say, but you come from a different nation or a different line of people. It's just that simple, bro. You got everything in a deer family. Impala. Those animals don't roam and brush shoulders with each other because they're separated. Simple.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Right.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High.
Right.
All right, so shit, what? It say he had not dealt so with any other nation.
Right.
All right. He shewed his word unto Jacob, and Jacob's name was changed to Israel, according to Genesis 35th chapter. So
Right.
that you know that shit, it's only one nation of people that is for the Most High.
Right. Somebody grab that Romans 11:1.
This is Romans 11:1. I say then, has the Most High cast away his people? Most High forbid. For I also am an Israelite,
Right.
and that of the seed of Abraham
Right.
and of the tribe of Benjamin.
Okay, keep reading.
The Most High had not cast away his people, which he foreknew.
Foreknew. So, to be cast away, that means they were put away for a small time. And then the time of the Gentiles, that's Israelites, when that spirit dropped on Judah to wake up the rest of the nations, or the rest of the tribes, they were cast away and then they were brought back into the fold. That's what the adoption is. All right? I mean, it's not rocket science, bro. It's not rocket science. It's actually pretty fucking simple when you understand the scriptures. You know?
It's Isaiah chapter 50 and verse 1.
Right.
Thus said Yahweh Shemi Shai, where's the bill of your mother's divorcement,
Right.
whom I have put away? Because what he did cast away for that period of time. It says, or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you?
Right.
Behold, for your iniquities ye have sold yourselves. For your transgressions is your mother put away. And that's why when you go to Amos, in the 3rd chapter, you say, hey, Israel, I'm going to deal with you for your iniquities.
Right.
You know, you have to deal with those things, and we're dealing with it as we speak in this lesson right now.
Right. And you have to understand something, bro. What needs to be understood about these things are simple things as everything boils down to having something given to a certain people and they always despised it or rejected it. Okay? Always despised and rejected. Does that mean that it still wasn't just given to them? You can despise and reject it all day, but guess what? It's still for you. Hey, your boss could give you a job to do. You can say, man, I don't want to do that, I ain't doing it. But you know that's what you were told to do. So if you don't do that, then you know it's gonna be consequences. The man next to you not gonna pay for that. He gave it to you. Okay? So now by him giving it to you, it's yours to do. If you don't do it, you have punishments. And if you do it, you may have rewards to where you might be, hey man, this guy done his job. He did a really good job at doing it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to promote him. Or I'm going to fire him because he didn't listen. It's always two sides to the story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just that simple. It's two sides to the story.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 40. Therefore was the wrath of the Most High kindled against his people, and so much that he abhorred his own inheritance.
Right.
All right, so wait, it say that he abhorred us. All right, whenever you abhor someone, you just put it to the side for that time being. All right, and then we know that he brought us back in.
Right.
So
Hey, it's like this. If you have a child and the mom says, I'm not in a good situation right now to take care of this child. So you know what? I'm gonna put him up for adoption. Now, let's say she won the lottery. Like, man, I love my damn child. I'm going back and get him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we were, bro. That's how we are now. Hey, y'all motherfuckers is wicked. I'm putting y'all away. Your oppressor and everybody that you looked up to and wanted to follow, I'm gonna let them rule over you now. And I'm gonna turn my back and I'm gonna let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hear you. And then it said, like in was it Kings? First Kings or Hosea? Where he said in that land, it must have been, it's Hosea. Yeah. When I get there to that certain particular point, I'm gonna bring it back to you. You know what I'm saying? With the tribes that split up. Right, you're gonna be called my people again.
I have a precept for what you just said, though.
Right.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and verse 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be.
Right.
For they are a very forward generation,
Right.
children in whom is no faith.
Right.
Verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God.
Right.
They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
Right.
And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with the foolish nation.
Right.
And that's just backing up what the brother just said.
Provoke them to anger with the foolish nation. Are we not provoked to anger right now? We provoked to anger because you can actually look at 2/3. Like, man, what the fuck these niggas doing? These niggas always getting smoked in the street.